What's up, you guys? Cameron Cornish here, your #1 real estate agent in St. George. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about investment properties. That's right. If you're looking for a way to diversify your portfolio, or maybe just find a way to make some extra income via the real estate game here in St. George, I want to talk to you about that because there's a couple different ways that you can go about doing that. You know, you could either buy a home and get a long-term renter in there. You can do nightly rentals, but that becomes a little bit tricky here in St. George. And I'm going to talk to you guys more about that in today's video. That way you're familiar with how it works out here. And I'm going to give you some good options to be able to make as much money as you possibly can with your real estate investments. So stay tuned. Come along with me. This is Living in STG. Let's do it. All right, you guys, first place I'm going to take you to go check out is a community called Terara. This is located over in Hurricane, and it's a Coal West community, but this entire area is pretty much zoned for vacation nightly rentals. And that's the way that they do it down here in Southern Utah with a few exceptions, but I'll talk to you more about that here in a minute. The reason I wanted to take you to Terara in particular is because Terara is one of the only few vacation nightly rental areas that actually allows you to self-manage, at least the only one that I know of here in Southern Utah. Now that's kind of a big deal because a lot of these vacation rental companies like Red Rock, a lot of times they could take anywhere between 25 to 35% of your profit. And if you know anything about nightly rentals, if you owned one before in the past, or maybe you're thinking about one now, that can eat up a lot. And so if it's something you wanted to do by yourself, this is a great opportunity to do it. Now they have a couple different options inside of Terara. You can either choose between a 3-story condo like the one you're looking at right now. This is actually 4-bedroom, 4-bath. It's about 2,500 square feet, and they're asking about $650,000 for it right now. Or you can also choose between some stacked townhomes that they have as well. And some of those are like 4 to 5 bedroom townhomes that you can buy. So they do have a couple different options for you to look at. This is just one of them that you're seeing right here. And it comes with a lot of great features as well. I mean, you got triple built-in bunk beds, stainless steel appliances, you have quartz countertops. I mean, there's a ton that goes into this condo that they built right here. So overall, pretty impressed by the build quality of these Coal West homes. Now, the cool thing about it as well are some of the amenities that they're building inside of this community right now. So I'm gonna actually take you over to Caleb, which is one of the sales reps of Coal West, and he's gonna talk to us a little bit more about that. Let's do it. Sure. All right, you guys, today I got Caleb with me with Coal West. We're standing over here at Terara, and he's gonna talk to us a little bit about some of the amenities that are going on over here. Sounds like some pretty rad stuff. So tell us a little bit about what you guys got going on, man.
Yeah, so we've got a lot. I think when you guys come over here, you're gonna be pretty impressed. So there's a lazy river, there's a sports pool, we even have a water slide, a couple fire pits, outdoor kitchen, all adding on to Coral Springs.
Yeah.
So they already have an indoor, outdoor pool, weight room, event center, tennis court, basketball court. We're gonna be building some pickleball courts. So something for everybody, and you bring the whole family out and just enjoy everything that we're doing. We should be done in about a month or so.
Cool, so you guys are almost finished. And when people stay here too, they have access to another amenity area.
Coral Springs.
Coral Springs.
So
okay.
Coral Springs has been here. We didn't build Coral Springs, we're adding on to it.
Got it.
So when we're done, you're gonna have access to both locations.
That's huge.
So everything that we're building here, plus what's already been established that people love,
cool.
Right here next to State Road 9, make it down to Quail Creek, Sand Hollow, everything like that.
You're 5 minutes away from both those state parks.
Yeah, for sure.
What, 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes from Zion?
Yep.
It's awesome.
Absolutely. The cool thing that's kind of separating Terara from the rest is we actually have on-site toy park.
Okay.
So just around the corner over here, we've got a spot for trailers, boats, ATVs, side-by-sides.
That's huge.
People can just bring their trucks, trailers, pull into the spot, stay hooked up, and not have to find another spot to leave their boat for the night while they're staying here.
That's a big deal. That's a huge selling point.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited about this, and check out Terara a little bit more, you guys. Caleb, appreciate it, man.
Of course.
Thank you. All right, you guys, welcome to the podcast room. And today, like I said before, we're going to start talking a little bit about investment properties and a couple different options that you can do down here in Southern Utah. The first one, of course, nightly rentals. That's like the community I just showed you guys over in Terara. And that's kind of the way that it's set up down here in St. George is they're going to have pretty much neighborhoods that are zoned for vacation nightly rentals. Now, there are some pros and cons in that. And I did a whole video about this last year, so I can put the link in the description below. But to kind of summarize for you guys, there's definitely some pros and cons to that. You know, I would definitely say the pro is the fact that you're not going to have a bunch of people Airbnb homes in your community that just has a normal HOA. That way you don't have people partying up and you know, a ton of cars parked in your neighborhood, right, so to speak, because those things definitely do happen and it causes concern. So that's definitely a pro in that aspect. I would say the con is, look, because these are neighborhoods that are specifically designed for vacation rentals, you're going to probably pay a premium because it's an income producing property, and they're pretty strict about it out here. Now, I did hear through the grapevine in some locations, especially in Hurricane. Now, if you have a home that has a casita attached to it and there's enough room for parking and so forth, and that home is your primary residence, you could actually rent out that casita as well and do some kind of vacation nightly rental in it as well. They used to have a waiting list for it and you'd have to pretty much go through this whole process, but I just heard that they've done away with that now over in Hurricane. So yes, if you buy a single family resident home in almost any neighborhood in Hurricane, and that home has a casita with its own parking and entrance and into that place, well, as long as it's your primary residence, you should be good to go. I don't think it's like that throughout all of St. George yet, but like I said, there are some places here in Southern Utah that you can do that. Now, another option that you can go about doing some kind of, you know, rentals, you can do long-term rentals. I have a couple different clients right now, one of which we just bought two last month, two homes in downtown St. George. And, you know, his mindset was, hey, let's find some homes that are in the $300,000 to $400,000 range, and we can get some long-term renters in there as well. Now, he has done that, and he actually has some renters in one right now. He's doing some renovations to the other, but you can do that, especially if you find something like that close to the college down here, and you can rent out each of those rooms to a college student for, depending on the size, $800 to $1,200 a room, right? I mean, there's definitely some ways that you can go about doing that down here as well, or just buy a home anywhere and get a long-term renter in there. As long as the maths and it makes sense, it's definitely an option for you to do that. Another great way to find investment properties down here is look for some fixer-uppers, right? You can find some homes that are in really poor quality, especially in the downtown area of St. George, the historic part of it, because I just feel like, and what I've seen is when investors go in and buy those homes and they flip it, you know, downtown St. George is a great place to be able to resell those homes. I think of another video that I did last year as well. Again, I'll put the link in the description below, but there was a home that my wife and I looked at like in the 300s. And honestly, I thought the home was haunted, if I'm being honest with you. It was in such poor quality. I just didn't see the vision for it. My wife was talking about buying it as a flip. Lo and behold, a few months later, I came across the same exact property and it was all redone, selling for almost $700,000. So there's definitely opportunities to do that down here as well. You just have to be able to see past the mess of it all and have that vision as an investor to be able to flip it. Something I'm still working on myself. Now, one other thing I want to do is I want to take you to some areas maybe a little bit farther outside of St. George that don't have so many strict restrictions as far as nightly and vacation rentals. One of them that come to mind is an area that we call Duck Creek, which is up a little past Cedar City. And I'm going to take you guys up there with another client of mine who's actually looking to purchase a cabin right now for dual purpose. One, for him and his family to be able to go to escape the heat during the summer and just have some snow days in the winter. But he's also going to Airbnb it. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to take you along with me and my buddy John. We're going up to Duck Creek to go look at some cabins. So come along with me. Let's do it together. All right, John, what are we doing?
Having some fun looking for a cabin.
That's right. Where are we at?
Duck Creek Village.
Right. It's a good spot to find some investment properties. They're pretty lenient when it comes to nightly rentals and Airbnbs, so that's what we're looking for right now. So stay tuned. Now, a lot of the other agents and a lot of the other sellers that are selling cabins up there right now, I've been able to look at some of their financials, and they're ranging anywhere between 30 to 50 grand a year in gross profit within those Airbnbs. So that's another way that you can go about doing that. Of course, you have to market it the right way. The good thing about Duck Creek, especially in Duck Creek Village, is the HOAs don't prohibit nightly rentals. So you could be able to do that. And if you also wanted to self-manage, you can do that as well. However, you're going to have to think about, is it worth it? Especially if you don't live in Duck Creek, it's kind of a little bit of a drive. So in instances like that, it might be worth you just going through a property management company. Hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video right there and you learned a ton about just different kind of investment options there are as far as real estate related ones go here in Southern Utah, whether you're looking for a short-term rental or a long-term rental, or maybe you're looking for a remodel you can flip and make some money on. I'm your guy. Reach out to me. I'd love to just know more about what you're thinking and your game plan, your plan of attack. I can help you with that, find exactly what you're looking for. So text me, call me, email me, whatever you want to do so I can help you with that process. And make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel as well for more videos just like this. Learn more about what's happening here in St. George and what real estate's doing. I'm your guy. Again, you guys, Cameron Cornish, your #1 real estate agent in St. George. I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless.